स्पॉटलाइट में आपका स्वागत है। मैं हूं आपकी होस्ट अमीता। Join me weekly as I talk to guests who will share their success stories and inspire us. कहा जाता है कि डॉक्टर और लॉयर से सब कुछ सच ही कहना चाहिए। सच कहने से मन हल्का हो जाता है and then stress becomes a thing of the past. And anybody who's a stress buster is quite inspirational. आज हमारे साथ स्टूडियो में है एक ऐसा ही लॉयर who is making a difference in the community with his work. He is the founding principal of Nanda and Associate Lawyers Professional Corporation. It's my pleasure to talk to Mr. Jagmohan Singh Nanda. Welcome to our studio, sir.
Thank you so much for having me here.
So, Mr. Nanda, tell us a little bit more about your upbringing and education.
I was born in India about 41 years ago, approximately. And I was born in Ludhiana, it's a district in Punjab. And then I did most of my education in Amritsar and Chandigarh. Then I got called to the bar of Punjab and Haryana High Court, Chandigarh in 1996. And I practiced till 2001, and then I moved to Canada.
Okay. So, what inspired you to move to Canada? हमारे लिए तो lucky है, लेकिन
it's a combination of many things, I'll say, and it is a land of opportunities, and I think there are no borders in the world. We create it, so I think it's just part of this planet, and we create our own borders. That's it's India, it's Canada. So I thought world is a one community, and I thought this place has more opportunities, so I moved here.
Okay. Did you always know that you wanted to be a lawyer when you were growing up?
Yes. From high school, I knew I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to do something which can make difference to the society and your own life. So my parents were in government services, they were government officers, and I have seen how the government works and in India. And growing up, I realized that I need to do something which I can make difference, and at the time make money also, so you can have
That's
honestly.
Always, yeah,
honestly.
True.
So my parents were honest officers, and I see how we struggled with financially because the resources are limited. They tried their best and they gave their best, and we had our best. But I realized that want to do something which can make difference to community, and you can have a very good life. So I thought law could be a profession in high school which can make difference to your own life and others' life.
And then, like you said, आपने कुछ साल इंडिया में भी काम किया as a lawyer. What was your experience like there? Like, did you deal with the common people, or were you more involved with corporate people?
As a new lawyer, you always start with the common people, and I did start with common people. I was, God's grace, I was very successful, and I did a lot for common people. I practice at Chandigarh High Court, and in the judicial system, the High Court is a very important component because you can seek relief from High Court on many issues. And I had a very content experience helping people and achieving success. And the system does work, I've seen it. So its method doesn't work. If we have a proper method, it does work, and I've seen it working.
Okay. Now, India में poverty तो ज़्यादा है. Like, in terms of helping the common people, did you have some leeway with fees? Like, I just had to know.
Yeah, as a new lawyer, you always get the clients who have less money and more needs. And that's a time when you start practice, and then that's how you start practice. जिनके पास पैसे कम होते हैं वही आपके पास आते हैं. Those who have a lot of money, they go to the senior lawyers. And that's the time.
लेकिन उनकी दुआ ज़्यादा मिलती है आपको.
Yes, and sometimes you don't get fees also helping somebody. But that gives you an opportunity to work on critical cases and more complex cases with no fee or less fee, and you can really prove yourself and learn a lot.
Very well said. तो वहाँ आपने practice किया, and then you told us about that side. और फिर आप Canada में आए.
Yes.
Do you find any difference in practicing law there and here?
Yes, it's basically common law in both jurisdictions. The basics are same, but the method is totally different. Like anything else, like you take medicine, you take anything else. They are similar bases, but the whole method is different. So it's all totally different here.
तो यहाँ पर आप क्या कर रहे हैं? Again, dealing with the common people, corporate, क्या कर रहे हैं?
Our firm deals with everyone, so from a layman to common man to a corporates. So everybody is our client. That's how we build our practice. We are in touch with common man. We are a common man's lawyer, and we are also corporates lawyer because they're also common man. Like they're called.
Everybody is equal.
Everybody is equal. They have more money, but everybody is common man unless they have some different influence. So we are a common man's lawyer.
Like I said, we are lucky कि आप Canada में आए, and we were just referring to your corporation, and in fact it's one of the largest ones in Ontario as a law firm, started by an immigrant. Hats off to you. And we are talking about again the Nanda and Associate Lawyers Professional Corporation, and we want to find out more about it. लेकिन उससे पहले लेते हैं एक छोटा सा break. Spotlight में फिर से आपका स्वागत है. We are talking to Mr. Jagmohan Singh Nanda, the founding principal of Nanda and Associate Lawyers Professional Corporation. So, Mr. Nanda, we were talking about the corporation. लेकिन उससे पहले, I'm quite inspired by the fact that you had a degree from India in law. You brought it over to Canada and made it work for you. Tell us, because there's a lot of immigrants who come over with degrees from their home country and are struggling to get into the system here. So tell us a little bit about your journey, about how you became part of mainstream.
When people come here like me, and they have this, most of us, when they come when people come here from India or other countries and they have their own degrees from home, and I've seen them getting frustrated, and they still talk to me. They say, oh, I have this degree, and they do not recognize it and have to study again. See, we chose this place, and we have to go by rules which are here.
Well,
and when we choose to come here, we have to go by their law and their standards. And it's very right for them to re-educate you because things are different. I know the bases are same, but the methods are different, and there are technicalities which are different, and there are a lot of ethics which they use here which are not prevalent in other countries, even in India. Even law, we have a lot of ethics which you have to follow. So it's very important to retrain, and it's good for the person who is here because then you can compete with others who are already here. If you do not get retrained, you will be lacking in skills, and you'll suffer a whole life. So it's better to upgrade your skills. And second, you have to think that when you land here, you're not a doctor for them, you're not a lawyer for them, you are just an immigrant for them. And then you have to become a lawyer, or you have to become a doctor by going through your challenges and skills and education and prove that you're a doctor. When I landed, everybody has troubles. I have gone through that. Luckily, mine were short with blessings of parents or
humble. Very humble.
I did go to factory. I went to a plastic factory and never done a factory work, and it was tough.
Wow.
And I did a lot of telemarketing like new immigrants and got fired from all of the telemarketing jobs within 1 week, or some people tolerated me for 3 days, and I couldn't achieve the sales. I couldn't cheat people on the phone, so I had to, I couldn't mislead. I couldn't sell on the phone, and the telemarketing was very prevalent at that time. Right now, there are laws not to do it. When I got fired from all the jobs like that, and I always had a focus to go back to law. Money was not important. I wanted to, and I got lucky. I got break in working with other lawyers, and that's how I updated my skills and I studied at the same time. I went to my first day. I went to factory, and I had a supervisor, and I was a lawyer from High Court. I just landed a few days ago and a few months ago, and short of money because I paid my fees. So I went to the factory studying this incident. The supervisor came. He was not very educated, young guy. Told me to clean the floor and pick up all the garbage and put it in a bin. I said, that's fine. So I pick up all the things on the floor, put in the bin, and said, throw it in the garbage bin. So there's an old cardboard box which I had used, and I threw the box, and he came in. He said, where is the box? I said, threw it. He said, I didn't tell you to throw the box. Bring it back. So I went, I'm a lawyer. I said, for him, I'm not a lawyer. I'm his employee, and he's treating me as an employee, and that's fine. It's fair.
I love it. You let go of any ego that we tend
because
to have.
I felt that if I'm a lawyer, I should be back practicing in High Court. I chose to leave and come here and upgrade myself for a chosen place. Let's go by the rules here. So I did what he wanted to do because he was my employer, my supervisor at that time. So you have to go through all that, and you shouldn't lose your focus. So I always kept my focus that this is just a stopgap. I have to move on, and I moved on. And within 2 years of landing, I was called to the bar. I did my all exams. I did bar. I did articling. I started my own practice within 2 years. So we all go through that, and we should be open to that. And we chose this place. So let's upgrade. Let's not feel it is as a hindrance or as an obstacle. It's an opportunity to learn more, opportunity to go through the new courses, opportunity to upgrade your skills, and you should be happy to do it, and do it happily, and it'll pass quickly, and you will also succeed. If you crib and you cry, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor back home, and I have to do again. No,
it doesn't get you anywhere.
Didn't get you anywhere.
I love the fact that you kept your eye on the target.
Yes.
And it was not like a straight path up there, but you persisted, worked hard, and I love the fact how you accommodated or got accustomed to the place that you have landed in, because it was a decision you made, nobody else did.
Yes.
So, and that's why today you have your law firm that you said it's been running for 2 years. Is that correct?
No. When I was 2 years in country when I established it. It's been running for now 12 years.
Pardon me, 12 years.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what inspired you to do that? Again, you told me you had the eye on that target, but what was it that inspired you to start your own law firm?
When I did law 12 years ago, it was difficult to get jobs in law firms for immigrants and the people who have done NCAs or who are equalized. Nobody heard about us. That there's a regime you can equalize and come from abroad. So it was impossible to go into law firms at that point in time. Now it has changed because they have become aware of this regime, people coming from abroad. And I knew it is not possible to go into a law firm, but I thought it's possible to have your own one, to build on their standards and on their equal to them. And that's a journey we have started, and we're still going on. We have a lot to achieve. There are a lot of big law firms we have desire to be equal or better than them. It's a long journey.
It's a good goal.
We have just started, I'll say. There's a long way to go. Every day is a new goal you have to achieve, and you have to succeed. Every day you have to maintain and achieve more. You can't say I'm successful and give it up. It's a long journey, and I'm surprised you called me here for this show, because I didn't think that I've done so much.
Well, what we have heard so far talking to you, we know that you are the right person on this show, inspiring all of us, getting to your goals despite all the challenges. And that's what we love about what we have heard so far. And there's more to you. But before we know about that, it's time for a short break. स्पॉटलाइट में फिर से आपका स्वागत है. We are talking to lawyer Jagmohan Singh Nanda. So, Mr. Nanda, we were just talking about your firm. Well, you were inspired to help others, and that's why you became a lawyer, and that's why you started the own law firm. And now, beyond your professions, you're going out into the community to help people too. Tell us about the events and the community things that the law firm sponsors.
We do a lot of different things to help community back. We do educational seminars for the community. Free seminars. We do pay for or sponsor events, cultural events, and charitable organizations. It may be medical organization. It could be an organization for the women or the children. I don't want to name here, but we help financially and by giving advice or wherever they need our help and time to be there personally and financially. We help anything we can and we think is deserving opportunity. It could be a local hospital, could be anything. So we do take part in that, and we also do a lot of pro bono, people who really deserve, who are need help and do not have resources. And we think it's a right cause. It should not be commercial cause, but should be a right person. So you actually
gauge it. It's not like anybody under the sun comes to you.
No. We feel personally that person needs help, and then we do that for the person. Our firm is everybody's trained and everybody likes to work pro bono on the things we think is somebody's really getting in trouble and needs help out. We do that.
Interesting. So I am interested in the educational seminars. What are those based on? Is on like law-based issues that people deal with?
Yes, law-based issues, different issues which common people feel. Could be a family law, could be a tax issue, could be a real estate issue, or could be an issue. We do different segments on that, and it's at our law firm. We do seminars.
Okay. And what I understand from your law firm is that it's not just geared towards South Asians, because you have people in your law firm, like employees who speak in different languages. Is that correct?
Yes, we have about 13, 14 languages being spoken.
Wow.
And they keep changing every day, so I think we keep increasing. We have lawyers who speak different languages, and I am the only South Asian. I think there was two of us who were South Asian in the firm. We have another girl who was born and brought up here, but she is originally from South Asia, and I'm the one immigrant. Rest everybody's from Canada locally. So we have a diversified pool of talent here.
Nice. So it's meant for everybody. So anybody can approach you. Is that correct?
Yes, anybody can approach. It's for everyone. It's for all Canadians. People call it mainstream and non-mainstream. I think we all mainstream. So it's
Very
for all.
well said.
It's all Canadians, I'll say.
No segregation that way.
Even non-Canadians, we help them too.
Okay.
For people from abroad or people who are not.
So you're global.
Yes.
Yes,
so we are global.
That's amazing. So giving back to the community in everywhere, whether it be at work or through the community events, are there any events we can look forward to that you're helping support in the upcoming months?
We are supporting now this India Rainbow is having gala this month, and they are a very well organized. Sorry, I'll repeat. There's an organization which helps women and children. It's based in Brampton and Mississauga. You must have heard about it. So we are participating with them also.
Okay, love it. Now, I have to ask you, you do so much. It sounds like every minute of your day is involved in helping others. But do you have some time for yourself, for your family, for hobbies?
Yes, I am a family man. Since when I had a first child, I stopped working on weekends. So it's been 10, 11 years. I work from Monday to Friday because you need to give time to your own self, your own family, your own children. It's very important to keep this balance. You should never think that I'll enjoy life once I retire, or once I reach 60, or once I reach 50. There are many reasons not to do that, I'll say, and that's what I think. Number one, you may not reach that age. Because everybody's not lucky to reach that age. So I may not be able to reach 60 and enjoy it because life is unpredictable. Number two, your health may not allow. So you should enjoy it today.
Live today.
Yes, like most people think you should work hard because they know yesterday, know tomorrow. Same applies for your own life too. With your time spending with your children, or time spending with yourself, or your parents, or your family, or whatever you like, because tomorrow may not come. So enjoy. You may have less money today, but use that to enjoy whatever you can enjoy. Most people in South Asian or Indians, what we believe, will keep saving. Or one day I'll retire and enjoy. Probably you will not be able to enjoy because your taste would have changed. Health will not allow that time. Whether you do it along
at the same time like save working. A little, but at the same time live a little too.
Yes, you should live your life, and do not work to live, live to work.
Wow.
And job is one part of it, although I enjoy my job as a hobby too. So
that is good. If you love to do, if you love your work, then it's no longer work. I've heard that saying somewhere before.
Time flies. So it's my hobby to practice law, one of the hobbies. So really, I'm making money out of my hobby and making living out of my hobby.
Very well
That's the right
said.
thing to do. So that's what my advice is. You should enjoy your life at the same time. And going back, I think you were mentioning the upcoming events.
Yes.
We're also sponsoring a musical event which is coming up on 10th of October in Sony Center. It's live in concert by Sukhwinder Singh and Kanika Kapoor, and they're great in music, and I always love music. So we are also sponsoring that event. It's happening in Sony Center.
So promoting culture as well as helping, people with their day-to-day stuff
Yes.
as well. Amazing. You are a full-on inspirational South Asian leader who is mainstream. I'm going to use that term, mainstream, but who is not just a lawyer, but a family person who is giving us advice on mind, body, and soul fitness. I love it. It's been a pleasure talking to you today. I have a request for you, actually two. If you could tell our viewers first about where we can find out more about the law firm, if there's a website, and second, if you have some final words of wisdom to give to the viewers who aspire to be like you someday.
We are very easy to be found. We are on the web. It's called www.nanda.ca. You can Google us, and we are everywhere. We try to advertise so people don't forget us. And second, to inspire to succeed, I think you should have goals in life. Only then you can achieve them. And I tell my students who learn from me, you should have goals. It should be different goals. There should be 1 year goal, there should be a 5 year goal, and there should be 10-year or lifetime goal. You should know where you want to reach, and should always work on that. Like in Mahabharata, Arjuna just saw the eye of the fish when he shot. So nothing should distract you. Nothing should bother you. You shouldn't say, oh, there's a lot of snow, or there's a lot of heat, or this thing is bringing me down, or I'm not feeling well. The goal should remain there, and you have to achieve. It's part of life, everything else, and you shouldn't get distracted, and have goals, and have big goals. Only then you'll achieve them. People who change the world, they think they can change the world, and then they change the world. You have to think big, and you can achieve big. There's no limit. You can achieve anything you want, which is possible. Like about 200 years ago, people thought they want to fly, and people were joking, and now people fly every day. So anything is achievable, and you should have anything is possible. Have confidence in yourself, and have focus and goals, and work towards the goals, and you'll achieve it.
तो ये थे लॉयर मिस्टर जगमोहन सिंह नंदा, जिन्होंने हमें एहसास दिलाया है कि anything is possible if we have our eye on the goal and persist towards achieving it. Well, that's a wrap for this week's show. Thank you for watching us. Continue to follow us on Facebook or Twitter, and write to me at vgamithaspotlight@gmail.com. Until next week, this is Amitha signing off, encouraging you to have a big dream and work towards it and towards your own spotlight.